So I was married for 38 years, together with him for 43. We got together when we were in high school. We spent a year in separation and have almost been divorced now for 3 years and a few months. And so my experience in dating hasn't been I don't have a lot of it, right? But I have an issue with this whole dating scene these days. Call me prude, call me old-fashioned. But I think when you meet someone online or through a dating service, dating app or whatever they call them, and you go out for dinner and then you have sex, that's not dating. To me, that is a call service. So, and honestly, I think sex should be off the table when you're dating until you're married. And I actually was talking with a couple of ladies whom I know who both are probably very sexual people, and I was telling them that the next time I start dating, that the person I'm going to be dating with, sex is off the table until we're married. And they're like, why would you do that? You'll never find anybody. Well, here's my way of thinking about it. First of all, we're not supposed to just jump into bed with everybody. You go to dinner with somebody, and then you jump into bed, and then you don't ever even get to the friendship part, let alone dating and having a relationship. It's a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And you're never going to have a relationship if that's how you started out. And you're never going to know if that person actually likes you or the sex that you're offering. I am old-fashioned, and I'm a Christian, first of all. And I'm very old-fashioned, second of all. I don't believe that sex should be on the table until you're married. And, I mean, honestly, if you don't ever get past the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, you're never going to have a relationship. And if you do get past the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and you're still having these intimate times of relationships, you don't know if that person ever really cared for you or just the stuff the sexual intimacy that you're offering. And a lot of people confuse sexual intimacy with love. Am I wrong? Love should be what you're looking for. And if you're dating and you're not in it for a relationship, then what's the point? Now, my ex-husband and I are friends, and we had a conversation about dating and what it's like these days. And him and his friends have had some really bad experiences and said that all that women are out for is games. They don't want to be serious. They don't want to do anything but have a sexual relationship. And some women even put it out there before they even meet. And I've talked to a lot of women who feel the same way, but on the opposite scale. They're feeling it from men. And all of these people are ready to just call it quits in the dating world because of this. And nobody that I know wants to get involved with a dating app because it's like a call center to have sexual meetings. And I get that. I totally get that. So what do you do when the world is like this? How do you find someone to have a relationship with? And if everybody out there is just trying to have a wham bam thank you ma'am situation, and you're not, there's got to be other people out there who are interested in an actual relationship. But so many people are hurting each other and causing pain, so much so that people don't want to get involved again. They think that everybody's that way. I have friends that don't want that, and my ex-husband has friends that don't want that. So obviously there's people out there who actually want relationships. But I think the only way that you can actually truly have a good relationship is to start out with a friendship. And you can't start out with a friendship if you're having a wham bam thank you ma'am situation. And if you're having a wham bam thank you ma'am situation throughout the friendship, and then it actually does flourish a little bit, you will never know if they were really interested in you or just what you offer them in the wham bam thank you ma'am situation. I think people need to really take a look at how they're dating, why they're dating, what they're dating for, if they're really dating or they're just having a wham bam, if they're dating with the intentions of eventually getting married. Because I mean, most people, why would you date if you're not going to have the intention of getting married? I mean, you could just go to those dating apps and get a wham bam. You don't have to even worry about the dating. I mean, these are things to think about. And if you're a Christian, why would you get involved in a wham bam thank you ma'am? Honestly, I think there's so many people out there who are looking for more than that. And I don't know exactly how you would go about that, because, I mean, when you are talking to someone on the internet, you run the risk they can be anybody they want to be. Anybody. And a lot of them gaslight you. And I always thought, because I was at such an older age, I'm in my 50s, close to 60, I figured people my age would be like more mature than someone who was in high school doing these games, but they're not. They are seriously not. And so you have to really filter out who you speak to. And friendship just seems to be off the table when somebody shows interest. And I don't understand that. It should start off with a friendship and then flourish into love. And honestly, people have confused the wham bam thank you ma'ams for love. The sexual intimacy for love. That is not love. When you're looking for love, it should have the 7 fruits that the Bible talks about. It should be with someone that's willing to pray for you and you pray for them, putting your well-being in front of theirs and their well-being in front of yours. Kind of catering to each other's needs, not one-sided. Wanting to be in each other's lives, hanging out, being around each other without a bed scene. That's how it should start out. But that's not how it's going. I know a lot of people are struggling with the whole relationship, dating scene, the whole thing. But truthfully, if you don't start out as a friend, keeping the sexual intimacy completely out of it until the marriage, you'll never know if you're actually in love or if you're actually compatible or if they're actually interested in you or just the wham bam thank you ma'am. Anyway, share with me your thoughts because I'm curious to know what you think. God bless you.